Good morning and welcome to Trinity's training page. Question of the day. Today's question is brought to you from one of our members, Seth Davidson. Seth's question was, could you show me in detail how to make a puppy bumper for my puppy? Seth was one of the recipients of one of our puppy packets and didn't quite understand exactly what I was talking about, so we're going to show you this morning and use this for our question of the day. First thing you're going to need is a small pill bottle. This one's about 2 inches long. Something came from the vet in it, possibly antibiotics or something. But we'll take that pill bottle and take the lid off of it. The next thing you'll need is you can use dried pinto beans. I like to use just 2 or 3 little old stones that I can pick up out of the driveway. They're about the size of a pencil eraser. I like to just put those in there. Screw the lid back on it. Make sure you get it on there. I like to use one that has a safety catch also on the lid. That way the lid doesn't come back off. Gives you a little noise maker there to get the puppy's attention. The next thing we're going to need, I'm going to need a couple of those zip ties off that table, Nikki. Those green zip ties. Is you're going to need a piece of some kind of white cloth, or you can use black. Depending on what color you want your bumper to be. You can use pink, green, red, whatever you want. I like to use white because I'm going to ask my dogs to retrieve a white bumper later on. Thank you, ma'am. So I just take that cloth and I wrap that thing around there just several times. You could use an old tube sock for this if you had some of those laying around. Had a hole in the toe or something. I've used that before. I like to wrap that around there 4 or 5 times and then take a zip tie and put on there. And I try to get it, as close to the bottle as I can and get it as tight as I can, because you don't want to have to redo these every day. These puppies, they'll have a lot of fun with these. They'll be roughhousing with them. It's something that's small they can get a hold of, and they can get it in their mouth and run around and play with it. Then you take and you put your zip tie on your other end, and if you'll semi-tighten it up and then just kind of pull it and then tighten it the rest of the way, that'll give you what you need as far as the tightness goes. Now, I don't like to teach my dogs to pick up bumpers by the rope or anything, so what I like to do is I like to try to cut these ends off just about 1/4 inch past the zip tie. While I'm at it, trim that zip tie off too. Go to the other end, do the same thing. About 1/4 inch or 3/8 of an inch past that zip tie, just so it'll stay on there real well. You get a lot of use out of these. The great thing about them is once they get dirty, you can throw them in a washing machine, dishwasher, take it off, throw the cover away, put you another cover on. If you got an old t-shirt, save it, cut you 3 or 4 patches out of it. That's how we make our puppy bumpers, okay? Little rattle, throw it down the hallway, puppy will go get it. They can only bring it back to you if you put them someplace where they only have one choice, is to come back to you, okay? I would use this 5 or 6 sessions a day, and I would only throw 3 to 4 retrieves. A lot of people just go haywire with it and they'll throw it 15 or 20 times. And the new wears off of it, and it's not quite as fun anymore, and the next thing you know, they're wondering why their dog's not retrieving, okay? You got to keep it interesting for them. So more sessions with less repetition will do that for you. You always want to put them up wanting this, okay? You don't ever want to wear them out and then put them up, because all of a sudden the game becomes a work, and it's not time for them to work yet. They're just a puppy. The next thing that we want to do puppy bumper wise is, once I get them going on this for 3 or 4 or 5 days real good, I want to kind of put this away, and I want to move to this right here, okay? This is a 6-inch trim roller. It's real fuzzy. You get a good close-up of that. It's got a little hole in the end of it, got a little stopper in the other end, but it's all made. It can't come apart, and it's hard in the middle. It's plastic. And this was picked up in the paint department at Home Depot. It's called a 6-inch trim roller, and it's got long fuzz on it, so it's real soft for the puppies. The way you transition from this to this is you start out, rattle this, and then throw this, okay? Same difference to the puppy. They'll pick it up a few times, bring it back, and then you can move away from this. But just like we did with Trinity, kind of keep this in your pocket in case you need to go back to it, okay? Your next transition will be 3 or 4 or 5 days of this. If the puppy's big enough, you'll move from this to this, okay? And this is a regular 2" by 9" paint roller. We'll use these a lot. You've seen us start Trinity with it. We had a little trouble with her wanting to pick up a regular bumper, so we moved to a paint roller, and immediately she started picking it up because it was a long knout paint roller. It was real soft. We'll use this again during force fetch in the coming days. So anyway, I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about now. We enjoy you guys asking your questions, and I hope you'll keep them coming. I hope everybody's enjoying this series. I know I'm enjoying making it, and everybody's getting something out of it. I get a lot of positive feedback. We're up to over 400 members now, so that's exciting. Actually, I think we have almost 420. So you guys tell all your friends about it, and we'll keep it going. We're going to go get Trinity and work on her collar conditioning to here for you guys so you can see that. Y'all have a good day.